all sports fans, everyone across the nation. This is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, and we're going live for our Q&A episode number 14. We'll give all our record predictions to all 32 teams. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Welcome all sports fans, everyone across the nation. This is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. We're going live for our Q&A episode number 14. I did say Q&A, so if you guys want to go ahead and answer, or ask any questions, I'll answer them straight up. That's what we do. PJ, get in the picture. Get in the picture. What is good? The chat is popping already. Let's go ahead and shout the chat before we get to it, man. We got Drippy. Says, yo, what's up, Drippy? I got Daniel McKeon says, hi. We got Megan says, greetings all. What's up, Megan? And Paul Allenbear said, if PJ's knocked to the head, cause her to change color. No, I think she's still good. She's still thugging the glasses, though. Still thugging the glasses. I got Eric Wallace says, greetings, everyone. I got Daniel McKeon says, yo, it's in the building. Diego says Broncos high end 13 and 4, low 10 and 7. Michael says, let's go. Kenji Uzumi's in the building. I got IQ also in the building. Says, bro, I couldn't chat in the last stream. Why is that, bro? You all right, man? Michael says, PJ looking fly. Yeah, she looking fly as always, man. Looking fly as always. Thank y'all for the love, man. Let's get into it. What is up? Welcome to Uneducated Sports. I got Rose City. D, you heard me. Said, who that? That's right, bro. Who that nation's in the building? Let's get it. I got Ben Saban. Says, my Packers are going 13 and 3. Who that? Dana says, who that? Been a minute since I've been on here, but I be multitasking, trying to hit up everybody's stream. Who that? Dana's all love. Thank you for the love and the support. I appreciate from all you guys, man. No matter what, hey, whether it's this type of work or our streaming work or Saints talk or whatever, man, you guys are awesome. I'm just blessed to be a part of what's going on. Just blessed on a daily basis, by the way. So let's get it, y'all. We're going with our division by division records. As Megan says, let's go Hawks. Let's go Hawks. Um, yeah, we're going division by division. First off, we're at 1,321 subscribers on our road to 1,600. When we get there, somebody's going to win $150. Let's get it, man. Also, you guys, we have multiple ways of giving to this channel or donating to our channel. We have our, if you haven't noticed, we have our super chats and super stickers are available as always. Super chats and super stickers are available as always, y'all. So do not forget, if you want to go ahead and donate, it's in our live chat. We're in the bottom right hand corner. That's right, the bottom right hand corner, that $ icon. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Also, if you guys want to go ahead and let's just say you guys want to donate to our Streamlabs, it's in our description box down below. So just scroll over and find our Streamlabs donation link. Click on the link, you guys, and you can donate whatever you want, starting with $1 or more to our channel. And also, our Cash App is available. Hold on, y'all, I gotta take this very important phone call. Give me 1 second. Well, that was quick, right? That was quick. Also, you guys want to donate to our Cash App. Our Cash App is $Uneducated Sports Talk. Uneducated Sports Talk. Right now, our Cash App leader in both areas is Kip Gaming with a one-time donation of $556 to our Streamlabs and a one-time donation of $75 to our Cash App. If you guys want your names as part of this leadership board, all you gotta do is donate a one-time donation of more than $556 to our Streamlabs or a one-time donation of more than $75 to our Cash App. And I'll shout you guys out every stream, every single time we do a stream, y'all. So what is good, man? Want to see me on Twitter? My Twitter is at Carlos Clayton underscore, and my Uneducated Sports Talk IG is Uneducated underscore Sports Talk. That is our Instagram. Let's get it, you guys. And also, if you want Uneducated Sports Talk merch, is also available in the description box down below. Scroll down and find that link, y'all. It is the Uneducated Sports Talk merchandise link. Click on that. We have everything from hoodies, we have beanies, we got long sleeves. We have short sleeve shirts. We have tumblers or Yetis, y'all. We got it all going for Uneducated Sports Talk. So don't miss out on your merchandise, you guys. And then last but not least, hey, we have our Discord. Our Discord is available. Uneducated Sports Talk Discord. Come join the UST Discord, and that way you can chop it up with anything related with sports or any positive energy out. We got all that going on. So come check out UST Discord. Is also in our description box down below. Scroll down and find that. Click on the link, you guys, and let's get it, man. Shout out more folks in the channel, man. Pammy Whammy says uneducated in PJ, hard at work, but listening. Pammy, I hope you have a blessed day at work, ma'am. Have a blessed day at work. Let's go. We got King Pookie Nation Alvarez says Cubs win. Wilson Contreras 2-run home run Cubs. All right. Happy about that. Let's get it, man. So, what I do when it comes down to the predictions, when it comes down to uh, you know, what I think of someone's record. See, a lot of folks on YouTube are lazy. They will just go out their word and say, they'll go 10-5. I mean, 10-7. Oh, they'll go 9-8. Oh, they'll go 5-12. Whatever. They just guess, right? I don't just guess. If y'all know me by now, I do. You know, I do. I go in there strong. So what I did was, yes, I went through every single game of the season for the regular season. I gave my thoughts and my opinion on who's going to win each game from week 1 all the way to week 18, game by game. And I went down and said, well, just thinking of predictions, there's a few upsets in the making. Uh, that's how I go by it. People just say, oh, they'll go 11-6, right? And won't really dive into the actual season, right? They don't really look into how tough their schedule is. They don't really look into, because that same team that you say will lose that game 4 days later for that team, the other team, they will lose that same game. So you got two teams losing the same game because you didn't do your homework, you didn't study, you didn't look at it. So I'm looking at it, y'all. I'm looking at it straight up. And game by game, I gave my thoughts and my predictions. I mean, I'm talking about what time of the year it is, how's the weather, who's at home, what prime time game is it, who does well on prime time, like that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. Me and PJ delve into it really, really hard because we knew that we didn't want to come out here and just be guesstimating. We don't guesstimate on this channel. You guys know that. We are about this uneducated sports talk life. So I do everything by the book. I went down game by game and I didn't play around. Now, I won't go game by game at all in this. Not one bit, right? But what we'll do is we'll break down division by division the records from last year and what we think they'll do this year, right? We'll talk about their pieces and I'll give you my reason why. Also, I'll also explain to you guys who's gonna win accolades, who's MVP, who's gonna be the offensive player of the year, who's the rookie of the year, that kind of stuff. Who's gonna win comeback player of the year? We got all that. I got Moss in the building. Said, "What's up, man? What's up, Moss? What's good?" Keeper, he says PJ Patch healed. Yeah, man, it healed. It healed. It sure did. It sure did. Diego said, as a Broncos fan, it's good to be able to admit that Drew Lock sucks. Oh, Megan don't want to hear that. She don't want to hear that. But at the same time, man, um, like, we are about that life. We don't play around on this channel, man. So I want to thank y'all, man. What are we sipping on? It's Q&A, episode number 14. So ask any question you guys want uh, um, about pretty much anything sports-wise. We're going to sit back and talk about all of these divisions. Division by division, by the way. If you didn't know, division by division. And we're not throwing any punches. Now, hey, as I'm going through all of this, one thing stood out to me so clear, you guys. One thing was so clear about this NFL season. When we talk about the parity, right? The parity is so close this year. And whether it's on the AFC or NFC, right? The parity, there are so many good teams this year that is almost difficult. Will I be right on every pick? Hell no. Someone's gonna prove me wrong. Someone's gonna prove me right, but I'll be proven wrong a lot. These are my predictions. These are my thoughts, right? My opinions. But it's not set in stone, obviously. But the parity is so close now. It is so close. King Pugane says, "Are you streaming the Field of Dreams game?" Yes, I am. Reds and Cubs. Yeah, I'm definitely streaming that game. Yes, sir. But the parity is so close. When you talk about the best damn teams and even the worst teams, I mean, even the worst teams are gonna put up some upsets this year, for the most part. But boy, the parity. I'm talking about we got a good 24 teams out of 32 that really have a legit case of making the playoffs, especially in the AFC. The AFC is dangerous. And trust me, for the AFC West, you guys probably will not agree with me. But if you guys actually dive into the schedule, boy, a lot of these teams are dangerous, and a lot of these teams will give a lot of other good teams L's on their record, right? You just never know. So I'm very happy about this upcoming NFL season because I can't really pick them. It was a lot of 50-50 games. It didn't depend. It didn't matter who was at home or how the schedule was. It was a lot of 50-50 toss-up games. And we're gonna find out where I went with this schedule in just a second, y'all. But thank y'all for the love, man. Hit that like button. I don't have a like amount or whatever, no goal for the day, but just hit that like button, y'all. And if you're new to the channel, sit back, relax, and hit that subscribe button to Uneducated Sports Talk, you guys. Hit that subscribe button to be part of UST Nation. PJ, any words we got before we get out? Before we fix your shades, girl. Your shades all wrong. She said, I don't know about you, but the Rams better be winning. Yeah, well, look, I let her see some of the schedule. I ain't let her see all of it because she going to spoil stuff. And we don't want her spoiling stuff. There we go, y'all. There we go. I got Ben Saban says, I don't think so. My Packers are going to win the NFC North again because the Vikings are not as good as us. Hey, there we go, brother. I like your thoughts, man. PJ is doing good, IQ. She's doing good. She still has blurry vision, but that's why the shades are on. But besides that, we're good. Megan says, still annoyed at where you have the gorgeous Drew. Oh, yeah, number 32, right? And he could prove us all wrong, right? Prove us all the haters wrong. That's why we play the game. That is why we play the game. That's why we play the game. Who that data said, I think the Jets will surprise people this season with all their new talented draftees. And maybe so. And who that says Peter looking fly with those shades. Pepper says the Saints will win all their home games this year. Who knows? You never know. Here we go, y'all. We will start off with the NFC North. Why? Just because I felt like starting off with the NFC North. No reason. I just did. We're going with the NFC North first. Let's get into it for our 2022 NFL division records, y'all. All right, y'all. Read them and weep them is kind of small, but if you have a screen, you can kind of zoom in maybe. It's kind of small, the lettering, but I'll just tell you guys what I have it, man. Winning the division once again. Who thought it was going to be just a tough division? The Green Bay Packers for the next, I don't know, at least 10 years, they will always, for the most part, win the NFC North. They're going to win this division once again. We have the Green Bay Packers last year at 13-4. I think a little bit of a struggle for the Packers to start the season. Just a little tiny bit of a struggle. I think they'll get some guys in there. They did get Sammy Watkins. And that's a big if he can stay healthy, sky's the limit, y'all. But they also got Christian Watson from the draft. So we'll see about this Packers team, but never doubt Aaron Rodgers in the regular season for sure. Never doubt him in the regular season. They want to lose in Devontae Adams. That's the big thing. Can any of these receivers step up? Can any of them step up, right? And we'll find out. We'll find out. I think someone is going to take that next level and not be quite like Devontae Adams, but be a clear-cut number one. It all depends on, obviously, training camp and what's going on with the Green Bay Packers at the time being. Markai says, go, Pack, go. But a very tough schedule for Green Bay. But I mean, a lot of teams, honestly, have a tough schedule. You really can't go by and say, well, that's a sucky schedule. No, a lot of these teams have a tough schedule. Packers are just one of them. They go 11-6 this year, but win the NFC. And mind you, I have them about 14 games in the season. This Detroit Lions team at one point had a division lead. It was by a half a game, but they had a division lead. I think it was about week 12 or 13. The Lions, who I have at 8-9. The Lions are 8-9, and that's a big step up for Detroit. And honestly, last year they could have easily been 8-9, 7-10, right? But a lot of tough losses. This team is tough as nails. This team is tough as nails. We have Detroit in the building now, going at 8-9. And I did say, and I'm sticking with my guns, we have Detroit Lions as your 2027 NFL Super Bowl champions, y'all. Mark it down. 2027, Detroit Lions will win the Super Bowl. I hate to say that because I'm a Saints fan, a diehard Saints fan, but I got a gut feeling. I've been saying it for a year now. The Detroit Lions will win the 2027/28 Super Bowl season. What's up, Paulo number one? He said, dude, what? What's up, Paulo? San Fran Niners Sports Nation says, what's up, San Francisco Niners Sports Nation? I got Mr. Jerry Poor Jr. in the building. Let's go, PJ. Says Jerry, 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 Jerry. Jerry Porter Jr. is in the building, man. Showing love, man. That's my big home right there. Let's go. Rose City says, he says, any given Sunday, remember that. That's right, any given Sunday. Jerry said Detroit, and he's got some laughing emojis right now. Apollo says Lions over Vikings and Jets. Let's go. But Detroit goes 8-9. They added Detroit, but I love what they added on to their defense. Mind you, Dan Campbell is a rough, tough kind of coach. And I did say the Lions last year, they embodied their head coach. And that is something that's not easily done. It's not easily done for anybody. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. But they embody their coach. Now, they will have struggles because of their quarterback. And when I say they win it in 2027, Jared Goff will not be that quarterback. That's just real talk. That's just real talk. But they do get Jameson Williams. They got a lot of nice pieces. Aiden Hudson in that defense. He's going to be a stud, I believe, from the word go. From the word go. So, let's get it, y'all. At number 3, the Minnesota Vikings. I really think they just kind of fall off. And I have them falling off hard towards the end of the season. Last year, 8-9. I think they go 7-10. I mean, all that potential on offense and pretty much kind of wasted. Makes the Bears sad. You don't that for him, PJ. PJ loves Jerry Porter Jr. She loves Jerry Porter Jr. Well, we have the Vikings going 7-10. They do get Zadarius Smith, but still, I can't trust that defense regardless. Zadarius Smith is a nice pickup, but honestly, linebackers don't make a crazy, crazy, crazy huge impact. It's usually your D-line or your secondary that'll do that for you, right? And they don't have that. They lost Xavier Woods. I'm like, I don't know about these guys. I don't know. They lost Everson Griffin. It's gonna be a tough year for the Vikings. 7-10, and hope they can rebuild probably next year. But this is definitely a rebuild for sure year. This year. Uh, and we got the Chicago Bears. Look, they were 6-11 last year because of their good defense. They'll be 6-11 this year as well. Look, they just suck. And I don't know if you guys heard the news, but the Bears, Chicago mayor is trying to fight hard to have Soldier Field Stadium be a dome. That would change everything for Chicago. I promise you. It is tough sledding to play in Chicago, right? Tough sledding to play in Chicago. It really is. Michael says for the Vikings, I still can't trust Kirk Cousins, man. Who that is? I think the Bears will be the second Nfc North. Oh, you think so? It'll be because of their defense, though, because the defense is that good. But their offense, you look at their offense, and I don't trust no one from the quarterback to the O-line to the wide receivers. They lost Allen Robinson. They gained St. Brown from the Vikings, but I don't trust none of it. And Cindy Makita says, did I miss the AFC East? No, sir. We're on our first division right now, the NFC North. We're on there, so you're good. You're right in time. So also, I disagree. I believe that the Vikings will win the division. Hey, you never know. But right now, I'm just calling it how I see it. The Vikings, but the Bears are even worse. Offense is going to suck again for Chicago. It's going to suck again for Chicago, man. And I got them 6-11 right there. They'll have about 1 or 2 upsets for the year. Outside of that, though, nothing. Andre's in the building, says something, my brother. What's good, Andre? Thanks for the love, man. But we had the Packers going 11-6. We have the Lions going 8-9, the Vikings 7-10, and Chicago Bears going 6-11. The Green Bay Packers, for the most part, as usual, will win this division again, unless the Detroit Lions, I think, have something to say about it. I think Detroit's schedule is Detroit's schedule is soft, right? They're one of the few teams, because of their record-wise, but they have a very soft schedule the first about 11 games of the season. Detroit Lions will make some noise in the beginning, will threaten Green Bay for the division. But at the end, come December and January, it's all about go, Pack, go. For the NFC North, the Green Bay Packers will win this division, in my opinion. Let's go now to the NFC East, y'all. All right, and probably our most surprised division, because usually I've done it myself. We call them the NFC Least with an L. With an NFC Least. As Insidious says, Lions will sweep the Packers. Oh, no, I did not say that. Not at all. No, I said they have a very easy schedule the first about 11, 12 games. Not sweep the Packers, though. No. All right. Here we go. Obviously, the reigning champions of the East for the NFC been the Cowboys for the last couple of years. And for the most part, over the last couple of years, the Eagles, the Commanders slash football team slash that R word, right? They have been kind of in the bottom of the barrel. And the New York Giants have especially been at the bottom of the barrel, right? We're going with the Cowboys to win this division. Y'all, we got a $5 super chat bomb by the big homie Garth Knight. Yes, sir. He says, UST, let's ride. That's right, Garth Knight. Thanks for that love. I appreciate that, man. But you see right here, something strange, right? The Cowboys and the Eagles tied at 10-7. Why do the Cowboys win this division? Because the Cowboys will beat the Eagles both times this year. They will beat the Eagles both games. I have the Eagles going 10-7, tied with the Cowboys. The Cowboys, though, they did just lose James Washington for about 6 to 10 weeks, so we don't know. He could come back in October or November. But check this out. Dallas' schedule, although very tough, they play some good teams at home. And call me crazy, and you can call me crazy. I think you guys will. I have the Cowboys beating both the Buccaneers and the Bengals back-to-back games. That's if they can do that, they'll see momentum the first half of the season. Honestly, I had the Cowboys starting off at 7-1, but see their schedule. I got them at 7-1. They end the season 10-7. So I got them fading down hard at the end of the year as they play more tough competitions. But I do think for some reason the Cowboys will beat the Buccaneers and the Bengals to start off the year. Call me crazy. I know you guys will, but I think I had that happening. I got Conversations living room with RJ. RJ in the building says Eagles will win the division at 12-5. The Cowgirls go 9-8. Uh-oh. Who that? Dennis says that's true. Cowboys usually on the Eagles. Yeah, I had the Cowboys going 10-7, but because they beat the Eagles in both contests, they will win the NFC East. It will come down once again to the last freaking game of the season for the NFC East champion. It feels like it's like every other year. It's that equation for the NFC East championship. All right, Philadelphia. They got AJ Brown, right? So they got Hassan Riddick from Arizona. They got some good pieces coming here. Nakobe Dean from the draft, I like that as well. They didn't really lose anybody tough. I think the Eagles will get better, and if they stick to their guns and play more towards Jalen Hurts' strengths and not his weaknesses, I think the Eagles will find success. I have the Eagles sort of struggling at the beginning of the season, but they will finish strong in my opinion. They will finish super strong in my opinion. Uh, the Washington Commanders, hey, they are also at 9-8. Ooh, what does that mean for the playoffs? Find out in about another hour, you guys. But the Washington Commanders, I have them at 9-8. They were 7-10 last year, but I got them going 9-8 this year. They added Carson Wentz, was an upgrade in my opinion from the quarterback from last year. Not talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick. And then they have guys like Jahan Dotson, who might be a big deal, by the way, for Washington. He's a speedy guy from Penn State, and I like his dynamic. Um, they lose guys like obviously Ricky Seals-Jones, their tight end. He is gone, but I don't think it's such a big deal, although he played a good part. But Washington has added some players. And look, if you see Washington's team, they got a decent quarterback in Carson Wentz. I said decent. He's not sucky bad, but he's not really good either. But he's decent. But outside of that, Terry McLaurin with Jahan Dotson. And then you have their running game is also good with Gibson. Have a good, decent tight end. Washington has a decent offense, but it's really going to come on the arms of Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz is decent this year, they go 9-8. They could be as bad as 7-10. 6-11, but they have a really good defense. I like their front four. Once again, so Washington will make some heads. But 9-8, that means they win a lot of weird kind of games in the season. Check out their schedule. 9-8 is where I got them at. The New York Giants, 6-11. And that is being oh so pretty. That is being very, very honest with these guys. I checked on the schedule, and they too have an easy schedule, right? Not a lot of teams, talk about the Lions and the Giants, because of their bad records. They have a relatively easy schedule. The Giants actually have a good start to the season. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. At one point, the Giants, I believe, were 5-7. So check out that record, 6-11. They go down hard at the end of the season, right? And I do think it's gonna be another tough year for Daniel Jones. And honestly, this might just be his last year for the Giants. I got Underworld Productions hot take: the Lions will win the Super Bowl. Yeah, man, in 2027. That's right, in 2027, the Lions will win the Super Bowl. But yeah, the Giants, look, honestly, they've done a great rebuilding process by getting that D-line fixed, that O-line fixed as well. Great process. I do respect that. I respect the process, but you got to have the quarterback. And honestly, Daniel Jones is not the quarterback. He's in year number 5 now, and in my top 32 quarterbacks, he was ranked number, I don't want to lie to you guys, well, he's what, 29 or 28? And that's not good for a fifth-year guy, for a fifth-year player, a fifth-year starter, by the way. And he is ranked number 29 after number 4. So, yeah, he's not good. Hoodie Juby's in the building, says, who that? What up, Hoodie? Thanks for the love, man. The NFC East, they won't be called the least anymore for this particular year. The Cowboys will win the division, but with only 10 wins. And in a 17-game schedule, that might come back and haunt them like it did last year, right? If you win the division at the number 10 seed, with 10 wins and you're number 4 seed, that usually means you're playing the best team that did not win the division. And we saw that last year when they got bit by the 49ers. Will it come back to haunt them again? Find out, you guys. But the Cowboys, Eagles, Commanders, and Giants, that's their records. 10-7 for the Cowboys and the Eagles, 9-8 for the Commanders, and we have 6-11 for the New York Giants. All right. Let's go on to my division now, the big-time division. Who that nation division? We got the NFC South. Let's transition to right now, y'all. NFC South coming up. Let's get it, y'all. The NFC South, boy, and we only have, we have 2 front runners. That's it. 2 people. That is it. 2 teams that's about that life. 2 teams that are about that life. New Orleans Saints will win this division. They will win this division. They have won the division for, 4 of the last 5 years. They lost it last year because of all kind of crazy stuff. Injuries, COVID year. We all know about that. But I think they get back to full form this year. The Saints added these big-time names, right? Jarvis Landry, Tyrann Mathieu, Marcus May. We have Chris Olave, who might be the best receiver in the draft. Trevor Penning, the offensive tackle. And we heard news and stories about him. He's just beating up everybody right now in practice. I like that. I don't know about you guys. Didn't lose Malcolm Jenkins. Quan Alexander's going to the Jets. But outside of that, Marcus Williams going to the Ravens. This Saints team is loaded on defense once again. Loaded on defense once again. And this offense with Michael Thomas coming back. And I just got word today that Michael Thomas was acting a dog. In training camp, day number 9 was acting a dog. So I'm loving hearing that. This New Orleans Saints team, only thing that can hurt these guys are injuries. That's it. If these guys are healthy for the most part of the year, the most dangerous team in the NFC, period. And people are like, well, you're a Saints fan. You're just saying that because you're a Saints fan. No. Even if I wasn't a Saints fan, this is uneducated sports talk, not uneducated Saints talk. We talk live sports around here. So if I say something, that means I really believe it, right? Mind you, last year, as I went through my week-by-week predictions, I was predicting the Saints losing games. last year. In every single live stream I had, I predicted the Saints to lose a lot of games, right, last year. And that's because I'm a diehard sports fan. Without sports, there's no Saints, right? So I'm a diehard sports fanatic, and then that made me a Saints fanatic. So when I say the Saints are going to win the division, that's because I really deep down believe the Saints will win the division. New Orleans Saints are the best team on paper in the NFC. On paper, they're the best team in the NFC on paper. We got to find out if that paper becomes a reality. But New Orleans Saints is that squad though. They're that squad though. They're that squad. You know what I'm saying? So number two, we have Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They will go at 11-6. I had the Saints beating the Buccaneers in both games this year. Week 2, and I believe whatever that week is, like week number, I don't know whether they're playing again on Monday Night Football. Was that week 14? Something like that, or whatever. But I do believe the Saints win both games against Tampa Bay again, right? Again, because the Saints have their number. You can add on Julio Jones, but we have guys who can stop that. We have playmakers who can stop Julio Jones. We aren't worried about the Buccaneers. Now the Buccaneers, they're more of a threat come playoff time, and we felt that wrath in 2020. But mind you, it was the COVID year. It was the bubble year. The Saints were playing a high school level kind of atmosphere. Not even high school, man. Like a bad high school. Like the high school I went to, where you only had about 100 people in the stands total, right? So that's what I'm talking about. But the Buccaneers will go 11-6. These guys, the word that Chris Godwin is back now. He's in training camp looking good. I heard about that. They added Akeem Hicks. Julio Jones. Julio Jones might go off for like 2 awesome games, and that's it. I got Apollo number 1 in the building showing love, man. Uh, but yeah, they added Shaq Mason, the guard, as well to give Brady some O line play. But I think Brady in that defense, Brady in that offense are going to come down a slight tick, but they'll still be good. Brady's still going to make guys into superstars. That's what Brady does. Never doubt Tom Brady when it comes down to the entire body of the regular season, right? Um, but they did lose weapons like Gronk, but I think Gronk might make an appearance right in the middle of training camp. You never know. But if they lose O.J. Howard, the Dominican Sue is gone as well, and Ronald Jones is not playing for the Buccaneers. So you wonder, they kind of went down on every level, either with injuries or with guys just leaving. So the Buccaneers, although are still very talented, they go 11-6, but they'll be number 2 in the NFC South. Number 3, the Carolina Panthers. Last year went 5-12. This year they go 7-10. Another team, another team. I think scary in the beginning. In the beginning, the Panthers are 7-10, but my heart and my gut tell me the Panthers will start off this year 4-0. Yes, I said it, even beating my New Orleans Saints. I think the Panthers start off 4-0 this year. They start off 4-0. I can almost book it. Even beating my Saints in week 3. I got a feeling the Panthers will start off 4-0, and then they'll have a drastic decline because this team is not that good. But I think the first 2 games are easy wins for them. They beat the Saints somehow in week 3, and in another easy game in week 4. 4-0. I think the Carolina Panthers get all this hype, like, oh, they might be that good, and then they'll a crashing halt. A crashing halt. They win 3 of the next I don't know, 3 of the next 13 games, whatever, and that's it for them. They're done. They're done. Or 3 of the next 10 games, whatever. Um, they'll be done for the year. The Panthers 7-10. I do like their upside though. They had Xavier Woods. Baker Mayfield, is he that guy? I like Baker, but at the same time, you gotta have weapons. Who is he throwing to? Robbie Anderson. DJ Moore is good. I like DJ Moore, but that's about it. That's about it. Unless Anderson has a crazy year. Chris McCaffrey has to have a dumb, stupid year for the Panthers to make any sniff of the playoffs. I mean, a dumb, stupid year by Christian McCaffrey, but can he stay healthy? The last 2 seasons, he hasn't shown that at all. I got Jay in the building. What's up, Jay? I got Peak in the building. What's good, Peak? What's up, Peak? Thanks for the love. Showing love right now. Jason, I said has been a shell, not as big difference. Julio has to bring it and stay healthy, which is why he keeps moving. Yes, I mean Julio was just injury prone, and he's a shell of himself now. He'll probably have two really good bomb seasons, right? I mean bomb games, or it might be a Randy Moss kind of. Randy Moss is down the dumps when he played for the Raiders and whatever, and then he got it with Tom Brady and act the fool. Maybe Julio has that same kind of emergence. I doubt it though, because Randy was a dog though. He had that dog mentality where Julio Jones kind of doesn't have that dog mentality right now, in my opinion. We'll find out though. And of course, the lowly Atlanta Falcons. I'm trying to be nice to these guys, and I found these guys 3 wins this year. Yes, a spoiler alert. The Falcons will have the top pick in the draft. Spoiler alert. The Falcons, they got Marcus Mariota, and I would not be surprised if their rookie plays a few games this year. The kid from Cincinnati. Louisiana Lee says Tom Brady the GOAT. What's up? That's my brother right there, y'all. Hey, check out his subscribe to his channel, man. Subscribe to his channel, Louisiana Lee, y'all, the dopest rapper of 2022 and beyond. That's my brother right there. Shout out to my boy Louisiana Lee showing love, man. Pieces AB left in the middle of a game. Well, yeah, you're right about that. But AB's just a weird dude. Mike says bury the Falcons to the ground. That's why we're trying to, man. The Falcons will have a very horrendous season because they have fallen off not only on offense but defense. I really am mad. I'm still a sports guy, right? I can hate the Falcons all I want, but my mind, it's like, dude, why did you guys go for defense last year and this year in the draft? Why? If you want to rebuild your team, you got to start with the big uglies, the D line or the O line, right? If your defense, they could have went back-to-back years with defense, D linemen or linebackers. The Falcons said, hell no. They went offense back-to-back years. They are just trying to tank on. It feels like on purpose now. They lose Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan said, yeah, middle fingers to you guys. I am gone. Calvin Ridley is like, do you guys want to bet on how bad we could be? Show enough, I could do it because this team is going to be bad. Bad. They have no superstars besides Kyle Pitts, their second-year tight end. But if he's your star, you ain't going nowhere again. 3-14, the Falcons are one of those bad teams that have a hard division. I mean, a hard schedule. I saw the Falcons. I said, man, the Falcons got a tough schedule. Oh boy. This Falcons schedule is tough. And I'm like, I don't see any easy wins for these guys. 3-14. Michael's Falcons will go 1-16. I hope that one win is not to the Saints. Lord Jesus, I would not hear the end of it. But yeah, our NFC South, the Saints will win this division. They go 12-5. Bucks go 11-6. Panthers go 7-10, and I have the Falcons going 3-14. Just boo-boo in the bottom of the NFC, just looking bad, y'all. Looking bad. Let's go to our last NFC division. This is our NFC West. Let's go ahead and transition to it, y'all. All right, y'all. Before we get into it, let me read y'all comments right fast. Let's read y'all comments. Who that then says Bucks don't even have an O line. You're right about that. Jared Poor says Bucks start 0-2, lose to Cowboys and Saints. Yes, sir. They start off 0-2. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Like, it's going to be a lot of talk going on. But I think the Buccaneers will sort of struggle with the first 5 or 6 games. They'll find their footing because a middle of that schedule for the Buccaneers, it does get easier for them. Let's go. And then we have Gardner said the Falcons can be the first 0-17. That'll be awesome. That would be crazy. Ike says, damn Falcons suck. Yeah, man, 3-4. So let's go to our NFC West now. Check out the NFC West. I have the defending Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams. She said, go Rams, go. What? Whose house? It's Saints' house in here. But for your sake, we'll say Rams' house. Whose house? Rams' house for PJ for now. She's a big Rams fan. Trouble in paradise as of the last couple of days. Trouble in paradise for the Rams. We're having some Matt Stafford elbow issues. So they're saying maybe it might linger on. We hope not. I mean, as a Saints fan, it is what it is. I'll take whatever I can get. But this Rams team, they got some new guys, right? So we got guys like Odell Beckham Jr. gone. We got guys like Sonny Michel gone, and Andrew Whitworth, the off the tackle. He's gone now. This team will be sort of different. They add on Allen Robinson, who I think will be a big difference maker for this year. Allen Robinson is going to be a beast. Bobby Wagner is also a part of that defense. But the Rams have the absolute worst, absolute toughest schedule. I'm like, this team to go 11-6 in that schedule that they have, and they have a very tough schedule. I saw it, man. And a lot of those games they won, toss up 50-50. Literally 50-50. A lot of those games I have them winning. It's a 50-50 toss, but it depends on where it's at and how I feel about the time of the season as well. They go 11-6. Now, people are going to say, man, WTF. If there's any 49ers fans on here, it's my channel. They went 10-7 last year. I think the Niners go down this year, and they go below 500. I don't care who the starter is, whether it's Jimmy G or Trey Lance. The Niners also have a brutal schedule. It is brutal. Honestly, the entire NFC West schedule is brutal. It is brutal. But the 49ers are going to face that wrath of a brutal schedule. And I mean, it's tough. Talking about where they go to, talking about when they play. The Niners have a tough schedule against some really damn good teams. They lost in the NFC Championship to the Rams last year. But I think this year, they're going to be neck and neck record-wise. Rams and Niners, probably towards week 12 or 13. Neck and neck record-wise. At one point, I do have the Niners being ahead in the division about the first 10 or 11 games of the season. But then that Niners schedule toward the end, it's tough. It is tough. I think that as the Rams will wind up beating them as well at the end. But I had these two teams going 1-1 against each other. I had the 49ers win the first game and the Rams win the second game. But man, I'm just like, the Niners will have a tough schedule. I just don't see them really having great success. I just don't like their offensive weapons. I mean, Deebo Samuel's there, and he got paid. That's good. But if Samuel is only going to be a wide receiver only, there was a reason why he was playing running back as well, because he is so dynamic with the football. It's easier to hand the ball off to Samuel than it is to throw to Samuel, to have him catch it. That's why he was a running back, because it's easier to hand the ball off to him. Toss plays, handoff, stretch plays, whatever. Well, if those sort of plays are limited because of his contract and what he wants, a part of that, I don't know. I don't know about this team being dynamic on offense. Their defense is still good, but not the greatest defense in the world, right? Have one of the best linebackers, and Mr. Fred. But I mean, outside of that, their secondary is good, but we gotta see it all on paper. I'm more concerned about their offense. And if I'm not a big fan of Trey Lance as of now, we gotta see him on paper. But we gotta see him on the field, not on paper. But right now, I just don't see if I could be dead wrong. Trey Lance might come out there and be a beast for the 49ers. But we gotta find out though. The Cardinals are next, y'all. And I'm sorry, y'all. They went 11-6 last year. For the entire NFC season last year, the Cardinals, the first, 12 games were the number one seed. That is not about to happen. They will finish the season sort of strong. But, boy, when I tell you I had the Cardinals starting off, I believe, 0-5, 1-6, look at that schedule for the Cardinals. Them boys ain't winning nothing this year. They not. And honestly, we're going to see the true colors of Kyler Murray. And look, I like Kyler Murray. I don't love Kyler Murray. Right? I don't love him. They get Darrell Williams as a running back. That's fine. They get Marquise Brown. He's already going through law issues already. DeAndre Hopkins will be gone pretty much the first 6 games of the season. Tough sledding as well, right? Right? Who is going to step up for the Cardinals? Will it be Zach Ertz? Really? Zach Ertz going to be the guy? I like Zach Ertz. We got another $5 super chat by the big homie Garth Knight in the building, man. A $5 bomb. He says, Trey Lance for a Kaepernick type rookie season. It'll be a miracle, but I'm rolling the dice. Hey, well, look here. You never know, because Trey Lance might be going crazy this year. Now the Niners will go ahead and use his skill set. I do know that. So they will use his skill set. He won't be this drop back 5-step guy, look left, right, middle, and throw the ball. No, he will be a read option kind of guy. He will be a one read throwing kind of guy. So I do know the Niners will have his back for sure. Thank you, Gardner Knight, for that foul out of bomb. I appreciate that. Michael says that DeAndre Hopkins and Hollywood Brown debacle will be devastating for Arizona. Yeah, man. And I made this thinking that I made this picks thinking that the Cardinals we're gonna have Marquise Brown. Now see what he's going through. Like they might not even have him. Marcos says even if Murray does his homework, even with the homework, man. And I don't know, there was some beef between him and Chris Kingsbury where they were beefing at practice, and I think Kyler Murray was saying I could call plays better than you. So Kingsbury gave him the clip and said, you know what? You can call for the second string and third string running quarterbacks. Call the plays. And I heard that Murray is having a hard time, and Kingsbury was kind of clowning him. But it feels like those guys are kind of beefing, right? Mind you, Kingsbury is still a young guy, right? He's like the youngest coach in the NFL, something like that, or one of the youngest. And Murray is still a young quarterback. And those guys might be beefing. It might be a sad, sad year for Arizona. 6-11. 6-11 for this team. And honestly, by the time they make it to week number 9, I got them at 2-7, I believe. They might go worse than that. Their spirits might be broken by this time. Their spirits. But hopefully their defense can pick them up. All right, at the last seed of the NFC West, the Seattle Seahawks. And honestly, we saw this coming. Megan says, I'm hoping the Hawks pants the Cards in week 6 for 2 reasons. I will be there live, and the Cards are my brother's favorite team. Oh, let's go. I would definitely be rooting for the Seahawks in that game regardless. Yes, ma'am. Seattle Seahawks, they got Drew Lock and they got Charles Cross in the draft. And I like that they're going with the big uglies. You got to go with the big uglies. Seattle says, you know what? How do we rebuild our team? O-line, D-line. I like that. I like that they're a young squad, and they're going to get better as seasons go by. Not this year. The Seahawks, boy, I mean, it's a toss-up. They got some games against like the Lions and the Giants, you know, that kind of stuff. But outside of that, any regular team is going to beat the Seahawks. Any regular team. I got them 4-13. Just seeing the schedule, and I was like, maybe they can beat the Lions here. Maybe they can go ahead and beat the Chicago Bears here, right? But it was like, it's very tough. If the Seahawks win 7 games, boy, I'll be surprised. But also, Pete Carroll's still the coach. Pete Carroll's a damn good coach, right? Pete Carroll's a damn good coach, so he will motivate this team. This team will be motivated, and this team will not be an easy win. But just talent-wise, they don't have enough talent. And we're talking about from the quarterback perspective. Yes, you have DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, but we got to see it's all about Lock. Can Drew Lock be that guy? The jury's still out there, but if I'm going to be the guy who's going to go with my gut feeling like I always do, I'm going to say no, not right now, but I got to see it to believe it. Hopefully that they do cater to Drew Lock's special needs, and we'll go about that business. I don't know. But that is our NFC, NFC West. Rams go 11-6. Niners go 8-9. Cardinals go 6-11, and the Seahawks go 4-13. The Rams will be the only team in this division to make the playoffs in the NFC West. So let's go. Let's go on to the AFC side now, y'all. The AFC, and this is where things get really hectic and things get really good for the AFC. Let's go with our AFC North first. All right, y'all. Here we go. The good old AFC North, man. The good old AFC North. Before we get to that, let's read some comments. I got JJG. Oklahoma says, all I care is that Denver sweeps the AFC West and destroys Megan and that Bears Seahawks. Hey, let's go. Anybody else new in the channel right fast? I'm sorry if I missed you guys. Anybody else new in the channel? I can shout out. I got Tramal. Molly Mall says, UST, I see you. What's up, big dog? Who that nation's in the building, man? If you missed it, man, go back a little bit, man. I got the Saints going 12-5, man. Check it out, bro. I got us going 12-5 atop of the NFC and the NFC South for sure. Megan says, sleep on us all you want. I know a couple of things out of camp, not many know. Girl, that's everyone has a great story in camp. Even the bad teams like the Texans and you guys, and there's always going to be a great thing to hear. But we all know, for the most part, those things don't translate to the actual NFL games in the regular season. But kudos to the Seahawks, though. I give them 3 years. They'll be a dynamite team in 3 years. Just got to get that quarterback right. Get that quarterback right, and hopefully it is Drew Lock. As Michael says, if Drew Lock is good, the Seahawks will go 7-8. I like that, though. Garth says, Hawks have a last place schedule, so they'll win a few games. Yeah, they'll win a few games. That's why I had them winning, those 4 games. We haven't won 4 games. 4 games. Yeah, they'll win a few games. Yeah, 4. But honestly, they'll probably win. Their sky limit is 7 games, right? 7 games can go tit for tat. And then we have their lows. What I got them at pretty much 4-13. It's not because of heart. Teams don't have heart. It's just the talent wise. They're not gonna have talent. They can say saving the best for the last. AFC West. How are you reading my mind? Do you see my cards right now? Do you see what I'm clicking on? You are right, bro. The AFC West will be safe for last. Definitely right. All right, AFC North. Check us out, man. The Bengals went 10-7 last year. Y'all, this Bengals team is good. And they're one of those teams. They're a good team that had a bad flaw. Their bad flaw is offensive lineman, and it was obvious. And they fixed that. They took care of that. Lyle Collins and Ted Carrasco is coming back now, and also Alex Kappa. They're coming to the Bengals squad. And I'm telling you, this Bengals team with that defense, very good. We already know about their special skill guys. Good. We know about Joe Burrow. Now, hopefully that appendix surgery he had is not as bad, right? And I think it won't be as bad. I think by the time week 1 regular season comes around, he will be ready to go. This team is dangerous. I got him, man. And even with their tough schedule, I'm like, yo, I believe in the Bengals. I really do. I believe in this Bengals squad, man. I do. And I love this Bengals squad. Garth Knight with another $5 bomb to our super chat. Thank you for that, bro. He said, UST, when it's the next giveaway stream, it don't have to be dollars, maybe an autographed t-shirt or something. The next giveaway is going to be as when we get to 1,600 subscribers, 1,600 subscribers. But usually I will probably announce something out the blue and probably do I know I have a jersey giveaway coming up pretty soon with my autograph on it. So we'll see about that, man. I don't know yet, but we do have a lot of giveaways, and sometimes I give giveaways to just live members on the chat. Every now and then I'll throw $100 here or $50 here or $20 there, So we'll see about that. As Markai says, Kitty goes meow. Shout out to the Grassi Posse for that. Shout out to Grassi, but thank you for that $5 bomb, Garth Knight. I appreciate that, man. That's all love, man. Oklahoma says, Megan, I'm talking smack on them Hawks, LOL. All good fun. Hey, Megan says, Bengals will go 11-5 if they're healthy, man. Look, I got them going, 12-5, you mean, yeah. If healthy, they're 12-5. This team is dynamic, bro. Dynamic football team. All right, y'all. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Believe it or not, y'all, when I say this division and this conference is crazy, it is crazy. But Pittsburgh does have a relatively easy schedule towards the end of the season. They will have some hardships in the beginning. Pittsburgh will, but man, that defense is so good, and I never doubt Mike Tomlin. Never doubt. This dude has never had a losing season in his career so far. He's been doing this now since 2009, I think, or 8 or 7, something like that, whatever. Never a losing season, and I think it continues, but his team still is not that good. 9-8. I do think that Trubisky will be the starting quarterback, and they will use his skill set, right? They got Miles Jack as well. They lost guys that we just don't care about. They lost Roethlisberger. Okay, yeah. They lost Juju. Okay, whatever. Yeah, they lost Ray McLeod. James Washington. They were building their whole entire wide receiver scheme. But their defense is going to be lights out. And here's my thing. Here's why. When the defense is a good defense and you know that their offense is trash or not as good, that defense will usually rise to the occasion. Pittsburgh is going to have a top 10 defense, maybe even a top 5 defense this year. I think Pittsburgh is going to have their defense win them games, but will 9-8 get them in the playoffs? Find out, you guys. Also, the Cleveland Browns will also go 9-8. 9-8 in this division. 9-8. So they're tied. They're tied for 2. And honestly, I should have had Cleveland above Pittsburgh because of what happens in the season. That's why you play the damn game, right? That's why you play the game. Let me check what I got, y'all. Yeah, both teams go 9-8, right? Both teams go 9-8. The Browns, we all know about the quarterback, Deshaun Watson. So this was me thinking, man, Deshaun Watson missing 6 games. I think Deshaun Watson is a playmaker. Deshaun Watson, you have forgotten about Deshaun Watson because he hasn't been playing for a year and a half. But this guy, I got him as my 8th best quarterback in the NFL. Don't believe me? Go back to my power rankings for quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson, if he plays this year, and right now we don't know, it might be a big if. We have no idea what's going to happen, right? All there's appealing, and then they have 6-game suspension, and the NFL appeals, and now Deshaun Watson appealing what the NFL said. We don't know what's going to happen, right? We have no idea what's going to happen. But let's say he doesn't play at all this year. 2 reasons why the Browns will still be 9-8 this year. 2 reasons why. It is because defense is good, and they still have Nick Chubbs. You have a great running game and a great defense, and you can bring those things anywhere in the season. Anywhere. You can bring defense and a running game anywhere. They have a great O-line as well. I think the Browns will shock some guys with or without Deshaun Watson. With or without. Yes, it's either Jacoby Brissett or Josh Rosen, but I feel like this team will be a Nick Chubb, run it down your throat kind of team, and then a great defensive team with Myles Garrett and those studs on there with Jadeveon Clowney. This team will turn heads and even have a chance to make the playoffs. I got the Browns at 9-8. And the Baltimore Ravens, y'all, I think they will have a dull year. A dull year. Honestly, in my opinion. Now, hey, this team is, their ceiling is not high. 10-7. I got Glitch in the building showing love, so I bet they now regret trading Mayfield away after what happened. They sure do. They probably will. Marcus says, I remember the Trubisky disaster in Chicago. Maybe he has improved. Maybe he will take a vacation with Rodgers to Peru for some spiritual healing. Probably so, Markai. Probably so. But the Ravens, I look. I'm looking at this Ravens squad, man, and I just don't see it. Schedule-wise, mind you, it's a tough schedule. Someone is going to bite the bullet. I think the Ravens is that team to bite the bullet this year. I think they bite the bullet. They're going to have a tough start, and they're never going to have they're going to have like a up and down. Win 2, lose 2. Win 2, lose 2. Win 2, lose 2. They'll have that kind of season, but it will not be in their favor when it ends. 8-9, the Ravens will miss out on the playoffs at 8-9, in my opinion. They add on Kyler Fuller, who's going to be good. Their defense will be better than last year. Marcus Peters comes back from injury, but I'm so worried about their offense. I am. I'm really worried about their offense. I just don't know. I mean, you can run it so much, but if Mark Andrews is your number 1 option as a tight end, he's a great tight end, but he's your number 1 option, they're not going anywhere again like last year. Now, they were deprived of injury, so unless that running game becomes just 2019 Ravens, 2018 Ravens, where they broke records for rushing yards in one season, right? Then, yeah. But I think teams have kind of caught up to Lamar Jackson where he's going to have to be more of a pocket presence guy this year. Can he be that guy and be effective? I say he can be that guy and be okay, but not great. Not great. Not great at all. So, I got the Ravens 8-9. And look, someone's got to bite the bullet. It could be the Browns. It could be the Ravens or the Steelers. One of those 3 teams will bite the bullet hard this year. I'm going to say the Ravens. I think the Ravens really bite the bullet hard this year. 8-9 is where I got them at. Let's go on to the AFC East now, y'all. The AFC East. All right, y'all. The AFC East. Read them and weep them once again, you guys. And check it out. We have the Buffalo Bills winning the AFC East, y'all. They were 11-6 last year. I got them at 12-5. The Bills have a lot of good games. A lot of good games, but a lot of games where they should win easily as well. Garth Knight said it's never the Steelers. You're right, Garth. It's never the Steelers, honestly. So before I get to AFC East, let's talk about let's talk about you guys' comments right now. Digger says Ravens are way better than the Steelers, man. I'm just and on paper they were way better last year too, but the injuries got them, and I think that the teams are kind of caught up to Lamar Jackson's style of running, right? But for some reason you cannot count out the heart. The Steelers always have a heart of a champion. The Steelers were bad on offense, Somehow still found a way to make the playoffs. Now they sucked ass when they went to the play against the Chiefs. We all knew that, but I mean that Steelers team, that heart, man, and they cannot discredit what Mike Tomlin does for that team at all. Because says Ravens are my second team, so I'm excited to see what they do this year. That's right. I think Brissett is a decent quarterback. I retract my earlier prognosis. Brissett will keep these Browns afloat till Watson gets there. Yeah, I think at the end, my conclusion is Deshaun Watson plays this year. He plays this year. He might miss the first half of the season. He might go 8 games, and he plays this year. And Sidham says, let's see the Patriots. We got them, brother. We got them right here. The Buffalo Bills will win the AFC East. They go 12-5. And this team, I mean, they added some good guys. James Cook at the running back position. He's the little brother of Cook from Dalvin Cook, of the Vikings. But he's going to be a big fantasy football still. You heard it here first. They got O.J. Howard, another good tight end for them. Buffalo Bills got better. They got better. And mind you, last year they led the league in turnovers at the defense. They'll do it again. Not lead it, but they'll be top tier again. Team is tough, y'all. Check out this. And you guys are going to call me crazy. I know you guys will call me crazy. And I felt crazy for seeing this. Have you guys seen the New England Patriots schedule? Have you seen it? They finished the year 10-7. But when I tell you guys, the Patriots will start this year off 0-5. I'm not BSing. They will end the year 10-2 and a very hot team. They will end it 10-2. But when I said the Patriots start off 0-5, I believe the Patriots will start off the season 0-5 and end the season strong, 10-2. Look at that Patriots schedule. It is tough. And even game 1 against Miami. Tough in Miami. The Patriots don't do very well against the Dolphins in Miami. And, of course, it's going to be hot AF. Telling you guys, the Patriots start off 0-5. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Check it out. I think they play even one time. I think the Lions. They play the Lions. I think the Lions beating the Patriots maybe. I could be wrong about that. I forgot. But the Patriots do start off 0-5. But they're in the year 10-2 as probably the hottest team. And you'll go in there saying, you don't want to face the Patriots in the playoffs. You don't want to face this Patriots team in the playoffs. Now, I do think that Mac Jones will get better as the year goes by. I think that the offense is going to still sort of struggle, but get their feet at the end and do some damage, man. Gardner says Patriots lose to the Dolphins all the time. They sure do, man. Daniel says I'm back. What's up, Daniel? What is good? Chris is not gonna lie. I like the Jets this year. This team looks pretty good for once. They fixed some spots. I'm saying solid 6-11 in my opinion. That's right. Hey, we have the Dolphins now, and the Dolphins are one of those teams, bro. They're also gonna bite the bullet. They're gonna bite the bullet. The Dolphins will bite the bullet. And the Dolphins, on paper, I'm like, yo, this Dolphins team with that defense, they're going to be a top 10 defense. But I'm so scared about the offense. I don't care who you got at the quarterback. I mean, at the receivers. If Tua's got to be a proven commodity. He's got to play at least 15 of the 17 games, right? He's got to have rapport with these wide receivers in Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Can he do that? He's going to be the reason. Like the Dolphins, I'm telling y'all, just like the Broncos, the Dolphins are legit good quarterback from making some noise. I said the same thing about the Broncos last year. They just need a quarterback. The Broncos need a quarterback. And guess what? They got Russell Wilson. The Dolphins just need a quarterback. They try to get Tom Brady, right? Because their receiving core is wonderful. Their running backs are going to get better. Their running game's going to get better, right? Because they got Sonny Michel and Raheem Mostert this year for them after losing Philip Lindsay. But I'm telling you, their defense is good. They have a really damn good defense, but their quarterback is going to be Tua. Hit or miss, I got them 7-10. Look at that schedule. The Dolphins got a dumb schedule, man. They got some tough games. I'm telling y'all. All year long, they have some tough games. It's not about this team is good. The Dolphins are a good team, but it's just the schedule. There's so many other good teams that'll play them and beat them at the wrong times. Also, the New York Jets now this year, they will go 6-11. They were 4-13 last year, but 6-11. I love their start. I love that they have upgrades everywhere, right? I think Zach Wilson will have a better year at quarterback. I like their receiving core. I like their D-line. I like how they got the kid from Cincinnati. I like Sauce Gardner. He's going to be that guy. I'm telling you, this team is going to be nasty this year. But still, talent-wise, they will be in just about every game, and they will fight tooth and nail in about every game. And the Jets are one of those teams that have at least 3 upsets this year. 3 upsets, right? So I have some upsets this year. I think the Jets will be a tough team to go 6-11, but no one, especially the entire AFC East division, will not want to play the Jets at the end. But the Buffalo Bills win the division. They go 12-5. Patriots go 10-7. Dolphins go 7-10, and the Jets go 6-11. Let's go. You're right, though. CJ Uzomah is also with the Jets this year. Some very upside. The Jets, and get this right, y'all. Get this right. When the Lions win the Super Bowl in 2027, the AFC Championship game will be played between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets in 2027. Watch, y'all. Watch in 2027. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets will be battling it out for AFC Championship, and I'll have the Lions beating the Jaguars in the 2027 Super Bowl, you guys. I'm telling y'all, 2027, mark my words. All right, let's go on to our next division, our AFC South, y'all. Let's get it. Here is your AFC South division, and read them or weep them. Oh my goodness! And we have a glitch with the Jaguars. The Jaguars actually go 7-10, not 7-2. They go 7-10. But peep game. The Colts will win this division by a game. The Colts will go 11-6. The Colts are a great team. Minus their quarterback, which was and their receiving core is kind of bad. You had the receiving core, not the best, but then you also had Carson Wentz, not the best quarterback. They relied hard on their defense, their running game. Special teams is good as well. The Colts are about the life, and they have a lot of turnovers, right? They turn the ball over a lot on defense. This team with Matt Ryan as their quarterback, and Matt Ryan is still he's still a above average quarterback, as I got him, I think 15 best quarterback. This guy's a better quarterback than Carson Wentz, though. The good thing about Matt Ryan is the Colts don't need him to do much. Honestly, Matt Ryan, they want him for one thing, the fourth quarter. Can you win in the fourth quarter for us? That's all they want. The fourth quarter in every game, can you win? We'll keep us close. We'll even probably dominate games, but we'll keep every game relatively close, right? Can you win it for us in the fourth quarter? That's all we ask, Matt Ryan. I think for the most part of the year, Matt Ryan will do that for this Colts team because he's a better quarterback than Carson Wentz, more accurate, and but he's also probably the downfall as well. Just being honest, right? But the Colts win the division. They go 11-6. The Titans will win 10 games this year. They go 10-7 after winning the division last year. Titans lose a lot on offense, though. They do get Robert Woods, but will he be the same after that injury? They do get Austin Hooper, but not a big fan of Austin Hooper. Not a big fan of Hooper changing this team's, how they are on offense. We'll see. We'll see. They do lose A.J. Brown. I don't like how they lost A.J. Brown, but they do get Treylon Burks from Arkansas in the draft. He's going to be the next A.J. Brown, maybe. We'll see about that. Titans do have one thing, and one thing you can always bank on: Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's going to have a wild year. I think, if healthy, Derrick Henry is going to go almost over 2,000 yards. I can almost guarantee it. If he's healthy, Derrick Henry's going over 2,000 yards this year, if healthy. He's going over 2,000 yards rushing if healthy. Dance, we have 34 likes. Hey, thanks for that, man. Let's go. Michael says, but as long as the Colts will always lose to the Jags in Jacksonville, I will always see the Titans win the division. Well, hey, the Titans, the Titans lose some bad games too. Not to the Jaguars, though. You're right about that, though. But the Colts, hopefully it's a different game. But I do have the Colts losing to the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I do have that. So I do have that this year. The Jaguars are going to be my surprise team when it comes down to, boy, this team shouldn't be that good or that good to watch, but they are. The Jaguars will go 7-10 this year. It shows 7-2. Do apologize for the glitch, but they will go 7-10 this year. Jaguars will have a great start to the season. I'm talking 3-1. I'm sorry. I'm talking 2-3, 3-4 kind of start in the season for the Jaguars. Right? I think they'll be that team that will always be competitive this year. I love what their defense is about. They have a young, good linebacking core and a young, good defensive mentality. I think that the big homie Trevor Lawrence will have a super duper comeback. Mind you, 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. But who was he throwing the ball to? Pretty much nobody. This guy has weapons now. And I'm not saying Christian Kirk is just a bank it all kind of guy, but Christian Kirk is way better than the staff they had last year. Way, way better. Doug Peterson, the head coach, he's going to change that mentality. Michael says Doug Peterson will lead the Jaguars to respectability again. I do believe that. Their young defense will also keep them in games. A fast defense. Zay Jones will have a bigger role for the Jaguars. Watch out for Zay Jones this year if you're the Jaguars. But now they have Travis Etienne, or we call him Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne, if you're from Louisiana. But Travis Etienne, we're going to see that guy, hopefully, barring injury, him be nasty this year. We didn't see him at all last year for the regular season, and that was tough. I do. Ow. Thank you. All right, but Travis Etienne will be there for this team, and I think the Jaguars will have a really good season in their standards. 7-10, that's a damn good season for the Jaguars, and I feel like, boy, 2025, 2026, 2027, we'll hear about the Jaguars being that dominant team, and I think it will all start from this season right here. This season starts it all, man. Glitch says, what? Wait, how am I in your video? I'm the 7-2 glitch. Yeah, brother, you are the 7-2 glitch. What's good, brother? But then we have the Houston Texans, man. They go 5-12, and honestly, I do love Davis Mills. I love Davis Mills, but this team is still going to be somewhat bad until they get more weapons on offense. I love their defense, might keep them in games, and I do like Davis Mills as a quarterback. He's going to be a good quarterback, but I saw the Texans schedule this year, and boy, 5-12 is the best I can get them, man. Trying to see the schedule, I'm like, yo, they got a lot of tough games. Another team that plays a really tough schedule for a sorry team. Texas will go 5-12, but guess what? This entire division entire AFC South. These four teams will be a challenge for anybody. Michael's Texans will get the second pick next year. Uh, the way I'm going, they're going to get the third pick. The AFC South is going to be a tough division for anybody. Whoever plays them, I don't care who's playing them, it's not going to be an easy win for none of these teams. The Texans, I do have them winning two big time games, you guys. I have them winning two big time games this year. But yeah, the Texans they'll face like teams like Chicago. They'll be Chicago. Those kind of games, right? Maybe close, but I mean, Texans got them at 5-12. So Colts go 11-6, Titans at 10-7, Jaguars at 7-2, and we got the Texans at 5-12. All right, listen, the Jets always upset the team for some reason, man. They do, man. They do. Did they? Man, the Jets had a big win last year, and they almost beat the Buccaneers last year too. Almost don't count though. Or did they beat the Buccaneers? They lost to the Bucs. They lost to the Bucs. They did beat some good team. I can't remember who it was though, but they did beat a good team. Was it the Titans last year they beat, or the Rams? No, it wasn't the Rams. That was Rams. They beat the Rams 2 years ago. I think it was the Titans they beat last year. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Michael. So we call him Travis Achan. Achan. He's from Louisiana, so Louisiana is pronounced Achan. He just told us, look, I don't want to fight my name. I don't want to go out there and make it a big distraction. He said no, so he allowed Clemson to call him ETN, right? And honestly, his last name is Achan. But Louisiana, we got that twang out here, y'all. We got that twang, so it's all good, man. We got that twang. Yo, my boy Hoodie Juby's in the building showing some love, man, with a $9.99 super chat, man. He's got the eye emojis, the fire emoji, and the who that, the Florida Lease emoji. Yes, sir. Who that's in the building, man. What is up, Hoodie? I know I might be late for your stream, man, but if not, I'll watch it again, man. But if you guys have, man, check out my boy Hoodie Juby and his podcast. One of the best NFL guys in the game, man. Love you, bro. That's my dude, man. Who that nation's in the building, showing love. Like I said, the Jets beat the Titans on a missed field goal in overtime. Okay, yeah. Titans, thank you, Glitch. Thank you. Yeah, the Jets always do that every year. Like they beat somebody that they shouldn't have any business beating. All right, let's go now to the AFC West, the most talked about division in God knows how long. I think the most talked about division is usually the NFC East for how bad it is. But this is our first time having a division where God dog it. God dog it. I mean, just on paper, all four teams are just some dogs. But I tell y'all, there's also risk that comes to having that kind of division. Someone or some teams are gonna have a bad ending to their year, right? Let's get into it. Let's get to AFC West, y'all. Check this out. Once shout out to Hoodie Juba for that $9.99 super chat, man. It's all love. I thank you for that, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Marcos says Chargers will win the division. This is the funny thing is I almost went to the Bucks and Titans game. Oh yeah, that would have been a good one to watch. Here we go, Markai. I hate to disappoint. Markai's like she's mad at me now. She's mad at me for this one. I got the Kansas City Chiefs win this. 11-6 is their schedule. Right now, mind you, people just say the team. They just say the team, right? And because the team is good on paper, or it's that team, they're going. The team's got to go 11-6. This team's got to go 12-5. Some guys, like all four teams are winning 10 games this year. All four teams, like, bro, do you know how hard it is for a division for all four teams to go in double-digit wins? That is tough. I'm seeing this schedule, you guys. I'm seeing the schedule. And mainly the Chargers, right? And the Raiders. And I'm like, bro, All right. I have some trust in Kansas City because they've been there, they've done that. Right? Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in my opinion. Right? Denver Broncos. I said it last year. They're just a quarterback away. Guess what? They got that quarterback in Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson has been there and done that. I've seen him been there and done that. Chiefs go 11-6, right? They get Ronald Jones. I like that pickup. That's gonna be a big pickup for the Chiefs. I like they got Juju Smith-Schuster. Although I think he's gonna get better playing with a guy like Pat Mahomes. I think Pat Mahomes raises everyone's level up, honestly. They get Frank Clark as well, the defensive end. They lose Tyrann Mathieu, but the Chiefs' defense will be okay, but their offense will keep them in every game, right? The Broncos add Russell Wilson. They get Randy Gregory on their defensive end. But I already said that this team was already good on defense. This team was really good on defense. Really has some really good weapons now. Tim Patrick did go down with a torn ACL, but they have Jerry Jeudy, they have Courtland Sutton, they have some big time guys still for the Broncos. But I'm like, Russell Wilson is that key. He's gonna get these guys. The Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers for the first 14 games of the season, or the first 13 games of the season. These four teams will be neck and neck all year. At some point in this year, I had at least one team winning the division at some point, whether it was the Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, or the Chiefs. But when it was all said and done, the Chiefs will win this division because one, Pat Mahomes. Two, they have been there and done that. The Broncos, I like the Broncos. Have you seen the Broncos schedule? The schedule, the Broncos are going to have like a 5-0 record. Gangster, I like Josh Allen better than Mahomes right now. And Gangster, if you check out my power rankings on my channel, my quarterback power rankings, I have Josh Allen number 2. I have number 2 as the second best quarterback, but I cannot doubt Pat Mahomes right now. I have him as my best quarterback, but Josh Allen is number 2 as the best quarterback in the NFL. But the Broncos, just look, they're one of those bad teams, right? They had an easy schedule, but now you add Russell Wilson to that squad, and now they're going to win. They have an easy schedule, y'all. They're going like 4-0, 5-0 the first 5 games of the year, right? The Broncos will be that squad. I think they have the Giants and like the Seahawks and Giants, something like that, like back-to-back games or something like that, Seahawks and Giants, whatever. Broncos will start off at least 2-0, but I got them start off, I believe it's 5-0. Might even be 6-0, but no, it's 5-0. Broncos start off 5-0. They take their first loss in week 6, I believe. But then this team, this division, they are going to beat each other up. All 4 teams will not get 10 wins. You got to see the schedule. You got to look at it. This is some hard scheduling. The Raiders and the Chargers have a ridiculous schedule. It is so tough. It is so tough. I'm telling you, one team is not going to make the playoffs in this division. Michael says, I call this one 3 AFC West teams. Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers will make the playoffs. The Raiders will be the odd team out. And I'm telling you right now, I actually have 2 teams out of the AFC West. The Raiders and the Chargers will not make the playoffs. And it's not their fault. I mean, kind of is. But there's so many scenarios, so many things that happen when it comes down to the other teams. People keep forgetting, like, I got the Ravens at 8-9. Like, I got the Browns at 9-8. And I got the Patriots at 10-7. And I got the Bills and the Bengals looking good as well. And don't forget about the Chiefs and the Broncos. Only 7 teams can get in. 4 are from division winners, right? So if you're the Raiders and the Chargers, you got to pray to God that these other teams that are in that wild card spot, you don't lose to those some weird teams. But honestly, look at the division. It's going to be scary. Look at the schedule for the Chargers and the Raiders. The Broncos at least start off with an easy schedule. The Broncos have an easy schedule. The Chiefs have a hard one. The Chiefs have a really good schedule in the middle of the season. The Raiders and the Chargers, though, I mean, it's like pick your poison every week. And I think these 2 teams just right now aren't built for that mentality. I think the Chargers with Staley's their head coach will bring them down again. The Raiders, I really think it's gonna be their secondary will be their Achilles heel. JDG says Broncos started 4-0 last year and faded bad. I was upset, but they also had Teddy Bridgewater as their quarterback and an easy schedule, right? But the Broncos with Russell Wilson, they'll kind of fade towards the end of the season, but they'll get some big time wins in prime time games against some big time teams. The Broncos will be that good. I cannot wait to see this Broncos squad, man. So that is it for our division, right? That is it for the divisions. Now, I got a treat for you guys. I have a treat for you guys. We're going to do our accolades now. So I have our accolades, our awards. This is my prediction for the awards this year. Check it out, you guys. All right. Look at it and call me crazy. I know you guys will. Call me crazy, and I know you guys will. But here is what I have as of now as your accolades for the season. When the season ends, our MVP of the season is going to be Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady has his last hurrah last year, and I think Tom Brady throws for over 5,000 yards, almost 40 touchdowns, with about 6-7 interceptions. I think that Brady will be named the most valuable player of this year. I hate to say it, but I got a gut feeling he will be named most valuable player for the year. I have our defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. I think Donald's going to have a nasty year again. Dude is unstoppable. I think he really wants that back-to-back championship. So I got Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald. And Michael says Tom Brady as MVP at age 45. Well, guess what? Tom Brady was number 2 or 3 at age 44. So I mean, look, it is what it is. Tom Brady was the MVP at the age 44, or MVP. He was in the MVP talks last year. I think he was 2 or 3 in the conversation. And he was 44. I think he's gonna have a really good year again, and I think Tom Brady's gonna show them that over 5,000 yards with the weapons he has. Because it's going to be with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and the rest of the cast, right? I think he'll make guys better. I think Tom Brady's going to have the MVP. And I think that the NFL will just give it to him pretty much his last hurrah year. I promise you this is Tom Brady's last year. And if not, then Tom Brady is definitely not human. He's a machine. He's a machine. Ha! This says MVP we Trace McSorley proved me wrong. Trace would not even start a game this year. I lie. McSorley might start one game this year. Glenn says, thank you. Someone puts Derrick Henry at Offensive Player of the Year, man. Mark says it's definitely going to be interesting. I have faith in the underdog on this one. If their coach has learned some valuable from last year, I hope he does, because he literally lost 3 games for the Chargers last year. Eric Wallace in the building says, hey, Carlos, PJ, and fam. What's good, Eric? Thanks for the love, man. But check this out. Tom Brady wins MVP. I have Aaron Donald winning Defensive Player of the Year. I have Derrick Henry. I know I spelled his name wrong. I do apologize. I didn't have time to respell his name because I was going through some real quick. It's like last moment stuff. I have Derrick Henry winning Offensive Player of the Year. Derrick Henry will run for almost 2,000 yards this year. He is back with a vengeance. Now, check out Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. I think he's going to have a crazy year. This kid motor keeps running. Excuse me. He's a big reason why this team will be 8-9. This team, I'm telling y'all, I think I have the Lions winning the division. At one point, the Lions were 7-6, winning the division. Or no, they're 7-5, winning the division. Now you saw that 8-9. That means they kind of faded at the end, but still, at one point the Lions were. I got them at 7-5 the first 12 games of the year for the Lions. Aiden Hutchinson will be a big reason for that. His motor just keeps on going. But here is a surpriser. Here is a shocker for you guys. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I'm going with Sky Moore. When I told you that Pat Mahomes makes everyone better, he is going to have a gem in Sky Moore. I think Sky Moore gets over 1,000 yards receiving. I think Sky Moore gets about 10 touchdowns as well for the year. And he's not necessarily Tyreek Hill, But boy, he's going to be noted as the guy who replaced Tyreek Hill. Glenn says, my boy Sky Moore. Oh, geez, remember when I went crazy on UT Stream when the Chiefs got Sky Moore? Well, Glitch, here you go, brother. I got a feeling Sky Moore is going to have a big-time year. He might start off slow the first 2 games, but they'll find out who this guy is. I'm telling y'all, Sky Moore is going to be crazy. Michael says, Aiden Hudson will bite those quarterbacks' kneecaps, per se Daniel Campbell. Mr. Dan Campbell said, we're biting kneecaps out. And, of course, we have our comeback player of the year. It will be, obviously, Jameis Winston. Comeback player of the year will be Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston will get about 4,000 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, and the Saints with that 12-5 record. All right? But, now, here we go, y'all. I have some more surprises before we get out of here. I have the wild card teams now. Who's going to the playoffs? I told you guys all the records. Who's going to the playoffs? If you guys sat down there, who is going to the playoffs? Check this out. Here are your wild card matches right now. Here is my playoff look. Here is my playoff look. As you can see, the weird thing about the NFC is there are 3 NFC East teams in there. 3 NFC East teams in there, which is crazy because I have the Commanders at 9-8. Taking on the number 2 seed, the Packers. The Packers are 11-6. They're the number 2 seed because there's going to be a late game in December against the Rams. And the Packers will beat the Rams in late December to win that game, to have the number 2 seed. All right? So we have the Commanders at 7 at 9-8. They'll be battling against it'll be the Commanders or the 49ers. That last week will determine who is the number 7 seed for the NFC. The number 6 seed will be the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-7. And they will take on the Rams 11-6. In Los Angeles, the Rams will be there, right? But they lost to the Packers. I have them losing to the Packers, you guys. I have the Rams losing to the Packers in that December game. I believe it's December 19th, I believe. It's going to be a late game. It's going to be an afternoon game, and it's going to be a tough one. I have the Packers winning that, so the Rams will go to 3 seed. The Cowboys will win their division, but only with 10 wins. They'll be number 4 seed. Well, guess what? They will take on the best team that did not win a division, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I got number 7 Commanders at the Packers, number 2. Number 6 Eagles at the number 3 Rams, and the number 5 Bucks at the number 4 Cowboys. The number 1 seed in the NFC will be the New Orleans Saints. Michael says, you really have faith in your team. It's not about that. I said it earlier in my stream. It's not about they're my team or not. I keep it real in the stream. Mind you, I had the Saints last year going as a wild card team. I didn't have them win the division. I had them as a wild card team last year, and they did not win it, honestly. But I had the Saints as a wild card team last year. And they almost were last year if it wasn't for injuries and COVID, all that stuff. Mark, I said, sounds good. Sounds good. This is he's got Michael Thomas. I love Jameis Winston at comeback player of the year. I think that Michael Thomas will have Michael Thomas will not have a 147-yard catch season, 700 yards pass receiving. No, he's got weapons around him now. Michael Thomas will have about 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Jameis Winston will have a crazy year as like 4,000 yards. Pickett and Flick, it says, who that, everybody? What's good, Pickett? What's good? Mike says, ooh, Saints will be the first seed. Yes, sir. 12-5 in the NFC. They'll be 12-5. 12-5. Yes, sir. In the AFC, I have the number 7 Patriots at 10-7. Mind you, the Patriots will go 10-2 their last 12 games of the season, right? And be 10-7. And they'll take on the number 2 seed, Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills. I have the number 6 seed, the Cleveland Browns. They will tie with the Steelers. But check this out. I have the Browns beating the Steelers both games. Browns beat the Steelers in both games they play. The Browns will have that advantage as the number 6 seed. The Steelers will not make the playoffs with a 9-8 record. The Browns will make it because their lead over the Steelers. They will take on the number 3 seeded Colts, right? They will take on the 3 seed in the Colts. I had the number 5 seed, the Tennessee Titans, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs at number 4. The Chiefs will win that division. Now, mind y'all, the Bengals are the number 1 seed in the AFC, right? But you're saying, well, the Bengals and the Bills, those guys had the same record. What happened? The Bengals take on the Bills, you guys, the second to last Monday Night Football game of the year. It's going to be a January game, I believe. And I got the Bengals in Ohio beating the Bills to win that game. And then they'll win their last game, too, to claim the number 1 seed. It's going to be a tight battle, Bills versus Bengals. I had the Bengals winning that particular game on Monday Night Football in January, or it might be late December, I forgot, but I think it's January. The Bengals and the Bills will play, and the Bengals will win that game. Therefore, same record, but they will clinch the AFC conference. So those are our 14 teams. Number 1 seed in the AFC, the Bengals. Number 2, the Bills. Number 3, the Colts. Number 4, the Chiefs. Number 5, the Titans. Number 6, the Browns. Number 7, the Patriots. And the NFC, number 1 seed, the Saints. Number 2 seed, the Packers. Number 3, the Rams. Number 4, the Cowboys. Number 5, the Bucks. Number 6, the Eagles. Number 7, the Commanders. Called me crazy, man, but I have 3 NFC least teams, but now they'll be the NFC East teams for now. 3 of those guys in the playoffs, y'all. I'm calling it right now. 3 NFC East teams in the playoffs. Do you guys want to know who win those games? Do you guys want to know my opinion of who wins those games? If you want to know it, well, damn it, we got it, y'all. What are we sipping on? We got it. I got my predictions. I'm going all the way to the freaking Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl, y'all. Let's go. I got the predictions all the way to the Super Bowl. So you guys are gonna know who I picked right now. So let's go with our wild card matchup winners out of the AFC. Let's get it. Check it out, y'all. Patriots at Bills. I got the Bills beating the Patriots. Browns at Colts. I have an upset. The number 6 seed Colts. Number 6 seed Browns will beat the number 3 seed Colts. I got that. And of course, I have the Kansas City Chiefs beating the Tennessee Titans. Look at it. I have the Bills beating the Patriots, the 2 seed beating the 7 seed. I got the 6 seed Browns beating the number 3 seed Colts. And I have the number 4 seed Chiefs beating the number 5 seed Tennessee Titans this year, y'all. So when it's all said and done, we can look back at what I did, like, where did I go wrong, and where did I go really, really wrong, and where did I go right, like on the money or something like that. But I'm pretty sure I'll go wrong on a lot of this, you guys. But I was feeling myself, y'all. And let's go with our wild card NFC match winners, y'all. NFC wild card winners, y'all. There we go. We have the Green Bay Packers beating the Washington Commanders. We have the Los Angeles Rams beating the Philadelphia Eagles. And then we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going into Dallas and beating the Cowboys. Mind you, I got the Cowboys beating the Buccaneers in week 1. Sunday Night Football. I got that. That's me. I got the Cowboys beating the Buccaneers week 1. But when it comes down to the playoffs, I got the Buccaneers beating the Cowboys in that thing. I got them beating the Cowboys. All right. Do you guys want to know our divisional matchup, right? I got that too now. I got it too. Let's go. I'm rolling with it, y'all. So we'll go back to here at the end of the season. I want to go back to here to the end of the season. I want to look at all this, you guys. Here is our divisional round matchups. And sorry, I had a blank page. All right. So the divisional round, here we go. The top 8 teams. We have the number 6 seeded Browns at the number 1 seed Bengals. I have the number 4 Chiefs at the number 2 Bills. And then for the NFC, we have the number 5 Buccaneers taking on the number 1 Saints, the number 3 Rams taking on the number 2 Packers. These are your best 8 teams. It's going to be a great one. Mike says, I'm gonna clip that video. Yes, sir. Clip it, man. Clip it. I wanna be told that you were dead wrong, Carlos. I wanna be told that, or I wanna be told, man, you were right on the freaking money about per se this right here. I wanna be told all that, man. Here are your winners now for the divisional round in the AFC. We have the Bengals beating the Browns. The Bengals will advance, and then we have the Buffalo Bills taking on their revenge game against Kansas City for last year's playoff. We have the Bills moving on. So it will be the Bengals versus the Bills in the AFC Championship game. Hoodie says, who that? What is good? Bengals versus Bills, AFC Championship game, and we all kind of want to see that. I know I do. Let's go to our NFC Divisional Winners now. And check this out. Oh, this is no Chiefs Kingdom. NFC Divisional Winners are, bang, I had the New Orleans Saints beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and ending Tom Brady's career. He is done. They will sweep all 3 games. It hasn't been done that many times in the career of football, but the Saints, the last team to sweep a series in 3 games, was the New Orleans Saints with the Carolina Panthers. Now, mind you, in 2020, when the Buccaneers played the Saints in the playoffs, the Saints were a banged up team on offense and banged up everywhere, and it was no home field advantage. So, not giving out excuses, even though I just did, but it's a different type of year now, different scenario. I think the Saints will sweep the Buccaneers the entire season. Doesn't happen a lot, but I got the Saints sweeping the Buccaneers. I have the Los Angeles Rams going into Green Bay to take on the Packers and winning in Lambeau Field. And it feels like it might be that. Now, mind you, I had the Packers beating the Rams in Lambeau Field in December. But come February or January, late January, I had the Rams finding a strange way. It might be special teams again haunting the Packers, but the Rams will go into Green Bay and they will beat the Green Bay Packers. I have it now being the Rams taking on the Saints in the NFC Championship game. Hoodie says, who that? Michael says, Saints and Rams in 2021 NFC Championship game smells like 2018. It sure does, y'all. Michael says, I mean 2022. Yeah. 2018, you're right. We'll see about that. And here's our championship matchups, you guys. In the AFC, it'll be the number 2 seeded Bills taking on the number 1 seed Bengals. And in the NFC, we have the number 3 Rams taking on the number 1 Saints in the NFC. And guess what? Who's going to the Super Bowl this year? I'll tell y'all right now, Super Bowl participants will be the Buffalo Bills versus the Los Angeles Rams will be the Super Bowl 57 matchup. I have the Bills going into Cincinnati and beating the Bengals, and unfortunately I have the Rams coming into New Orleans and beating the Saints in the NFC Championship game. I have Buffalo Bills versus Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl 57 matchup. As a Saints fan, I pray to God that does not happen. But my gut tells me the Rams will go into New Orleans and beat the Saints. And the Bills will go into Cincinnati and beat the Bengals. We have the Buffalo Bills versus Los Angeles Rams. These guys will not only start the year off September 8th, the first game of the year, but they will also finish the year. They will also finish the year playing against each other. All right, well, who's going to win this game? Rams versus Bills. Like, who's going to win? Who is going to be crowned Super Bowl champion from Uneducated Sports Talk? You guys heard me say this already a few times, but spoiler alert, let's get it, man. No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills will get their first ever Super Bowl in Super Bowl 57, their first time champions. They will get it done. I have the Buffalo Bills beating the Rams, who are looking to go back to back. But the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen will beat the Los Angeles Rams and become Super Bowl champions for this year. Mark says, I like the Bills for this scenario. Bills Mafia. Yes, sir. Bills fans, I have the Buffalo Bills winning Super Bowl 57. I feel like they are ready. They are primed for it. Josh Allen is only getting better year by year. And if he got better from year 2 to 3, 3 to 4, can you imagine 4 to 5? Oh my goodness, Josh Allen's going to have a crazy year. Oh, and by the way, Josh Allen will be named Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen is going to be MVP for the Super Bowl. The Buffalo Bills will be crowned Super Bowl champions for this year. Y'all, that was a lot. Clip this, hang it up. When we get down to maybe the playoffs, we'll come back to this stream and I'll see where I went wrong. Or you guys can always clown me. Mind you guys, I already have my week 1 picks already. So I think on September 6th is a Tuesday, we'll have our week 1 predictions. I already had that picked already. I already know week 1, barring any crazy injury, obviously. But I have my week 1 predictions and picks already ready to get going. So stay tuned for that. September 6th on a Tuesday, we will have our picks for who's going to win our week 1 predictions, y'all. Stay tuned for that, man. Michael says, PJ, are you agreeing with the Bills winning? She said, hell no, it's all about the Rams. Go Rams. She said the arrow should be more towards the left. Well, I'm sorry, PJ. I got the Rams losing against the Bills. But, hey, the Rams are looking to be the first team to go back-to-back since the Patriots did it in 03-04. So we'll find out if the Rams will go back-to-back. But right now I have the Buffalo Bills beating the Los Angeles Rams. I like the Saints versus Saints Super Bowl. Saints win MVP. PJ and Carlos. Let's go. Let's go. Hoodie Juby's in the building showing some love, man. This is it, y'all. So, mind you, I want you guys to say, man, look, give me all the heat, man. Give me all the heat. Give me all the heat. Bills will win the Super Bowl, you guys. That is what I'm predicting, man. Going back to the main camera, y'all. I want to thank y'all for the love and support, man, for this channel. You guys are awesome, bro. That was our 2022 NFL Division records, man. We went by. We also did our picks of the wild card, divisional, conference rounds, and the Super Bowl as well. We did all that, you guys. So if you're new, if you're watching this on replay, I want to thank y'all for staying long this whole entire time. Boy, it's going to be awesome. Listen, Peter should join the Puppy Bowl. She said, man, I'll burn them dogs, man. I bet she would. Shit, burn them. I can't hold you, though, PJ. Oh, you don't need to be held? You're just going to do it on your own. Okay, cool. But PJ is, she's my dog. She's my dog all day, man. The Puppy Bowl, y'all. Let's go, man. Thank y'all for the love and support, man. Mind y'all know I did say that we should replace the Pro Bowl with the losers from the NFC and AFC Championship game. Can you imagine Bengals versus Saints for the Pro Bowl? I'm just saying, I am going to throw it out there. I'm going to go on Twitter and say that. I'm going to throw it out there, man. Saints versus Bengals at the Pro Bowl, right? And get them some buku cash. Michael says, PJ will win the MVP in the Puppy Bowl. She sure will. She will dust everybody. We will train her from the word goat, and she'll be sipping a lot of milk, y'all. A lot of milk she'll be drinking on. Milk give you gas. Well, you got to get strong somehow. I know you can get gas, but you got to get strong. What is this on your hair? A bunch of hair. You got to get strong somehow, PJ. But I feel you, though. Milk gives her gas, y'all. So no milk, no gas. Right, all right. Well, that is it, y'all. Any last words, PJ? She said Rams back-to-back. Bank it, y'all. Bank it. She's feeling herself right now until the Rams lose a game. Watch it. She hops on the bandwagon. That's how she does, y'all. But anyways, where did I go wrong? Where did I go right, man? Comment down below. After the stream, comment down below and let me know your thoughts and your predictions as well for your team and where you guys are going, man. Thank you for the love. And also, shout out to the big homie TJ Tracy. 2378 for making this stream, this overlay, man. I love you, bro. And without TJ, I don't know where the hell I'd be at right now, man. So much love to TJ Tracy 2378 for the homegirl PJ. And everyone on the chat, man, love you guys. Thank y'all for that, man. For those who went in there and put some bombs in there. I got Frost says, what's good, man? Hey, better late than never, bro. Better late than never, man. Go back, man. Rewind it back, bro. We had a lot of talk, man. Ended about 2 hours. I like that it was about 2 hours, so I appreciate you guys for staying along with me. My voice is gone. I'm off Saturday and Sunday. I'll probably be back on Monday or Tuesday, y'all. But I'm off Saturday and Sunday. Spend time with the family and friends, y'all. So I'll see you guys probably Monday or Tuesday. But hit that notification bell. Hit that all button. That way you'll be notified every time me and PJ go live on Uneducated Sports Talk, y'all. Thank y'all, and I love y'all. You guys are awesome, man. For the homegirl PJ, it's your boy Carlos Clayton. I'm the host of Uneducated Sports Talk, and this is our 2022 NFL Divisional record for each team. Q&A number 14. Thank y'all for the questions as well, man. I appreciate it, man. I know I talk a lot. I know I do, man. But I try to get everyone's questions as much as I can see it, man. You guys are awesome. I love you guys, and you guys have a blessed night. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart. Stay uneducated. Peace. Love you, mama. We're out, y'all. See you guys probably Monday or Tuesday. We'll just be notified. Hit that all button on that notification bell. I love you guys, and we are out.